What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fight Picks with the Pros. My name is Chris Holdsworth, and today we're going to talk about 3 fights on the upcoming UFC Fight Night card featuring Ciryl Gane and Alexander Drago Volkov in the main event, and an early prediction for UFC 264. Today I'm joined by UFC welterweight Max Payne Griffin. Let's go!
Introducing Fight Picks with the Pros, brought to you by FanDuel.
All right, first fight we're going to talk about is our home team, Andre Touchy Fili, coming in at the minus 215 favorite versus Daniel the Pit Pineda, coming out with a plus 175 or 72 underdog. This is a featherweight fight, and this fight just got booked too. Like I feel like Fili didn't have somebody, he did have somebody, and then finally Pineda I think stepped up, and he finally got a fight signed. So pumped that he got somebody on this card, and Fili's just. He's always in the gym. He's always getting better. He's in Puerto Rico training with John Danaher and Gary Tonin, working on his jiu-jitsu. And, he's a true martial artist. He takes this serious, and, he does the things he needs to do to, get better in every asset of the game. So, unfortunately, his last fight versus Bryce Mitchell, he lost, but, Fili always comes back, even better after he loses, and I think he's got that fire lit under him. But, Pineda's super tough. Like, what do you know about Pineda, Max?
Yeah, I think he's more of a good grappler. I don't think he's been around that. I mean, he's been along for a long time, but I think he just got back to the UFC or to the UFC pretty recently and looked pretty impressive grappling-wise. But, I think he's a little bit shorter, and I think our guy Feed is going to put it on him, man. He's been chomping at the bit for a fight. Like you said, he's had numerous guys drop out, He's been kind of aggro, so I'm glad,
Yeah. Pineda's got a ton of fights. He's 27-17. Man, that's over 40 fights, 9 TKOs and 18 submissions. So like you said, from my perspective, he's more of a grappler. He likes to, take people down and use his ground and pound. He's pretty explosive. He likes to throw a lot of leg kicks. I remember watching him, and when he gets you on the ground, it's a lot of explosive ground and pound, and gets people to turn. He ends up taking them back and, getting his hooks in and stuff like that. But he's got Andre in front of him now. Lanky. Andre's gonna be touching him with the jab. Those head kicks are gonna be coming out. They're gonna be kicking him in the head. And Andre's got really good takedown defense. He's been wrestling with the team Alpha Male. For years now, and he's always getting better. So, who you got, man? I'm gonna ask you first. What's your prediction for this fight?
I got Andre. He's gonna finish this, man. He's pissed off, man.
Yeah, 5-inch reach advantage. That's crazy.
I knew it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah, he's going to pick him apart, catch him shooting, and hurt him, probably knee him in his head, knock his block off.
Yeah. A knee would be nice. I'm calling. I think Fili's right hand is going to connect this fight. He's knowing Fili and having sparred with him plenty of times. I've felt the right hand before, and if he connects, on Pineda's chin, I think Pineda's going to go down. I'm calling a right hand, any type of right hand, a straight, a uppercut, a hook, any type of right hand. I'm calling a TKO or knockout for Andre in the second round. All right, next fight, we're going to talk about Tanner Bulldozer Boser coming in at the minus 150 underdog versus Ovince. Favorite. Coming versus Vs.Ovince St. Preux with the plus 122 underdog. The heavyweight bout, OSP is, man, he's been around for a while. Like, who has OSP? He's fought some of the top guys. He's always fought the top guys. I feel like he does well and then he doesn't do well. He's kind of like up and down all throughout his UFC career. But he's still there. He's got a lot of TKOs, 12 TKOs, 8 subs.
I think he actually stepped in on short notice too against Boser, because I know he fought last time at light heavyweight, but I was not impressed. He looked pretty lethargic, and he was my lock of the week, and I paid dearly for that.
Oh, so he went down. Now he's fighting back up at heavyweight, or was it?
It was a light heavyweight fight. He weighed in at 207. He's stepping on the short notice to fight heavyweight against Boser.
Okay, so Boser's probably gonna have a weight advantage on this. Yeah, interesting. So it's gonna be OSP, quick, explosive, knockout ability versus Tanner Bosner, who's gonna probably try to lay on him and use his weight and use use those skills as a heavyweight. I'm gonna have to go with OSP on this one. I think he's gonna find Tanner's chin. He's gonna be a little quick, a little too quick for him. Coming down from that weight class. Heavyweights, they're pretty slow. You know what I mean? So he's not gonna be used to that OSP light heavyweight explosiveness. It's just my opinion. I think OSP is gonna find Tanner's chin.
Yeah, OSP needs a dub. I think he has some redemption for his lackluster performance last time.
Yeah,
and I think he's gonna get it. He's gonna take him out.
Yeah, but don't sleep on Boser though. I think he lost his last fight and he wanted to jump right back in there. I think that this last fight in his contract, he's hungry to get back in there. He's either hungry to get a win and impress, or he wants to get signed somewhere else and get out of this contract. Either one, don't sleep on him.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I think the UFC is looking at this. It's funny how things change so quickly, because earlier, the end of last year, he was kind of like this new prospect, and we were talking about him. And now this could be, I think this will be a 3-fight skid, right? And the UFC is going to look at him like, last fight on the contract, you lost your last 3 of the contract, you're gone. I think that's what it's going to be. So I think he's fighting for, even if he gets the win over OSP, there's a possibility he could still get cut. So he's fighting for his next promotion or to stay in the UFC.
Yeah, so he better come out and impress.
Yeah, I've never been too impressed by him personally, but that's just me.
So you got OSP?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so we got an early prediction. Talking about it again, man. I'm pumped for this fight. Got Dustin Diamond Poirier coming at the -105 favorite versus Conor, the Notorious Mcgregor, coming at the -114. So they're... I hate when it...
I know. This just means the money line is really even right now. It's not swaying big time.
Yeah. That always confuses me. So they're fighting at lightweight, and as everybody knows, this is the trilogy fight. They're 1-1. Conor got the first win. Dustin got the second win in devastating fashion. And now this is going to be the third fight. They both probably had opportunities to fight other people, but Dustin chose to fight Conor for the money.
He turned down the title for this fight.
He turned down the title for this fight, and I think at his stage now, he's like, why not make the money? If I can beat Conor, the title's going to be there. The title's going to be there, but why not make this money if I had the chance and then fight for the title after that? So I think he's thinking it in that kind of thing. Do you think McGregor is going to play the same game plan this time, or do you think he's going to come out a little bit more in and out, trying to avoid those leg kicks, avoid the takedowns, not trying to be so planted in the mud like he was this last fight?
He should, if he wants to win. Otherwise, it'll be a repeat.
Yeah.
He was doing well at first, but those calf kicks really started adding up, and then he started getting touched up by Poirier, and then, that finishing sequence was brutal.
I know, but don't forget that he almost finished Poirier in that fight too. Like, I was on the edge of my seat. I thought Conor was about to finish him. I think he hit him with a left.
Yeah.
And he wobbled him, but the vet and OG Dustin Poirier he was like, not today. I'm coming back and show you guys the fighter and champion I am, and came back and finished him.
Yeah, and to touch on it a little bit more, Dustin admitted afterwards that when he got hit with one of the lefts, that he went black for about 3 seconds. That he was staggered and he was black. He couldn't see for about 3 seconds. He was staggered, which means Conor could have came in. Conor didn't know. He did a great job of disguising it, throwing up guard, and getting himself looking like he was looking for like a low leg kick. And he said, in that moment, I was staggered. He was really close to being finished. So great veteran move by Dustin to disguise it, and really about 3 minutes later, that's vicious combo kick.
That's experience 25 fights in the UFC. When you're blacked out from a left hand by Conor McGregor, you got the poker face of all poker faces, and you don't show any type of weakness, because if not, a killer like Conor McGregor, he's going to take you out. You show any type of weakness, a wobble, anything.
Any
man.
flinch of anything.
Yeah, he's gonna hunt you down. So kudos to Dustin for playing that off. I think it's going to be a similar fight. I think both of them are going to get rocked early. Either Dustin, I think it's probably going to play in similar fashion. Dustin's going to go for a takedown in the first round. He's going to try to mix things up, and he's going to look for those calf kicks again. Why not? Use the same thing that was effective this last fight. Yeah. Now he probably won't do it right off the bat because he wants to disguise it, and Conor's going to be ready for it. But I think Conor is not going to be as aggressive right off the bat. I think he's going to play the in and out game and kind of wait for Dustin to attack now instead of trying to attack Dustin.
I mean, he has to know what happened last time.
Yeah.
I mean, the first fight, that was so long ago, it doesn't even matter. This last fight was recent.
Yeah.
And that last, like you said, Poirier got hurt in the beginning, but to come back, it was like a 30, 45 second like beat down to beat him down. Like beat him the fuck down.
Yeah, it was epic.
And some people say that, like, oh man, I don't think Conor's hungry anymore. He's paid, he's got money, like he's not the fighter he used to be. Like, the lion trying to prove everything. And Dustin, I don't think ever lost that. He's always been like that diamond, like that
always
rough,
been that
tough.
dog, that
he's always been that
dog,
dude.
man.
Like, he's never, shied away from that. And I'm not saying that is what happened to Conor, but everyone like sliding the DMs are like, man, Conor's not the same guy. Like he's not, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's still one of the top fighters out there.
What do you guys think about this? I got to jump in and ask, and I asked Chris this before. So Max, I want to get your opinion. Then Chris can touch on it too. Conor's, one of his latest posts to Dustin was, first one to shoot for a takedown's a dusty bitch. I'm sure you might have saw that tweet.
Saw that.
And then he said again, a couple weeks ago, he said, I hope you're man enough to meet me in the center of the octagon. So he's trying to push Dustin into a boxing match and say, yeah, you KO'd me. Let's strike again. Let's get in a boxing match. When I hope Dustin sticks to that. He did some really crafty little fake single leg takedowns. And it was just like he touched his leg and went back up, got him thinking about it. Those leg kicks, those calf kicks. Don't veer away from that to try to throw hands with Conor McGregor. Stick to your game plan. But what do you think about Conor trying to, push that brawl?
Doing what he does best. Yeah. Is talking crap and building the emotions out of the fighter. Same thing he did with Aldo. Same thing he did with Eddie Alvarez. Same thing he's done with all his guys. He pulls that before fight antics out. He gets them all aggravated and aggressive, and he uses that to his advantage. So I think he's playing the same thing. But Dustin ain't playing that. Come on, man. Like Dustin, he's not playing that.
He's no fool, and he's the one who whooped his ass last time.
What did Dustin say? Do you know what he said to that?
I didn't see his response. I don't know if he responded.
Yeah, at this point, I probably wouldn't even be responding anymore. I would just let chirp and just let's go. I got Dustin Poirier. I think it's probably gonna go to the third round, and I think he's gonna find his connection. Conor's gonna gas a little bit. They're going to get into some grappling exchanges, and I think Dustin's going to find his chin again. Third round TKO.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be middle of the fight. I got Poirier. Yeah, he's not going to listen to all this. He's not an emotional guy like that. He's been around. He's that guy, man.
Dude, but what if Conor finishes him? That means...
Then they got to do a 4.
No, yeah, I don't know. But we'll talk about that some other week.
Hey, one more thing. Max, what do you think about these props here? We got Dustin to win by points, plus 550, by sub, plus 900. And then on Conor's side, I thought it jumped out on me for him to win by points. I can see this going to decision. These guys are going to have a lot of respect for each other. Maybe it's a little bit more waiting for the counter, and it goes to decision. I like plus 750 on Conor, plus 550 on Dustin. Are those worth looking at? Or it's going to be a finish?
Anything plus that much is... But I think these guys are going to, there has to be a knockout.
Yeah.
I think they give it too much to not have a knockout,
Yeah, someone's getting finished.
And it's 5 rounds, maybe 3. Maybe 3 you could say points, but 5.
Yeah,
and then
5.
People are tired in the 4th and the 5th. I mean, that's when you get finished.
It's time for the main fight pick of the evening.
All right, let's talk about the main event. We got Ciryl Gane Gane coming at the minus 168 favorite versus Alexander Drago Volkov coming out at the plus 136 underdog. All right, overview. Potential heavyweight title fight contender. They both have the longest average fight times at heavyweight. In the heavyweight division, Volkov at 14 minutes and 15 seconds and Gane at 13 minutes and 18 seconds. So
that's interesting.
Yeah. Does that mean that
they don't finish a lot of their fights?
People. Yeah.
But the ironic thing with Volkov, he has 22 TKOs. When I realized, I was like, 22 TKOs, he can't have that long a fight time. he finishes a lot of guys in the last round.
So he
puts it on
marinates
him.
him. He cooks him up a little bit.
Puts him on the
throws his little
smoker,
spicers,
and then,
throws him on the track. So they also have a 1 and 2 in striking accuracy and striking differential. Whatever that means.
So they outstrike their opponents, and they're the most accurate in the heavyweight division. Number 1 and number 2. So I thought that was a pretty interesting stat.
That's a cool stat. So, Gane's coming at 8-0. The UFC's been building him up, it feels like. Big dude, can knock you out. He's got a puncher's chance. But in my opinion, his mixed martial arts game doesn't really impress me. He's 5-0 in the UFC, so, anybody who's got that kind of record in the UFC's going to push him. They're going to build him. And I think he's from France, too, right?
Yeah.
So he pulls that French market, and the UFC loves people that come from different countries so they can build that fan base in these other countries. So I think that's why he's getting a lot of push. But he's fighting, Volkov, who's finished Verdecio Verdum. He's beat Stefan Struve, Roy Nelson, Greg Hardy. He's beat some of the better heavyweights in the division, and he can strike and he can grapple. And he's big for heavyweight. He's long, and he can finish you anywhere. So I don't think Gane's going to have a chance versus Volkov, in my opinion. I think he might have a puncher's chance if he connects with something early. But if this goes past the first round, second round, I think Volkov's going to cook him up like we just talked about. He's going to throw his is he Russian? Is he Russian?
I don't know.
Wherever he's going to throw some spices on him and then, finish him in the later round. What do you think, Max?
No, I like Volkov as well. He's a striker, but he's quick. He's a quick guy. He just beat Overeem, he's he is a real striker, real technical, real clean.
Yeah. So he lost to Lewis and Blades. Did the Blades out wrestle him? I don't remember that fight. I wonder that. They probably did.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he does.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember on the other side, Derek Lewis. I mean, we all remember that fight. I mean, he was dominating that fight, and then he lost.
At the end, right? He got
knocked
very
out
end.
at the very end.
Very
like
last second or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
And let me see on the other fight.
But yeah, I think Volkov, has a lot of potential. He can keep putting these wins together, and he's going to be an issue for anybody in the heavyweight division. But,
I think he has a lot more ways to win. There was a lot better guys. They're not building him, and he's getting these dubs. He looks real crisp. He's long. He's quick. I think Ciryl Gane loads his punches too much, and
I think
especially as the fight's gonna go on, and how he likes finishing at the end of the fight, end of the round.
22 TKOs.
But at the end of the fight, he finishes him at the end.
Yeah.
I know Ciryl Gane got a bigger body, bigger muscles. It's gonna be hard to take that tank around the ring for 25 minutes.
Has Gane fought in a main event 25 minutes? I don't think
he wasn't a main event.
I don't think he's fought 25 minutes there, right?
Maybe.
Or did
Rosenstrike was a main event. He won that one.
I think that was a boring fight.
Yeah, they didn't. They both. Yeah, Dana said that shit sucked.
Yeah.
Dana's like, you guys suck, right?
Yeah, he did.
Like, you guys both suck. Is what Dana said.
I'm surprised Dana put him in another main event. If it,
thing is, because Volkov's gonna beat him. That's why.
Interesting.
I think Dana wants to force the fight out of him and thinks Volkov will kind of bring it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was funny, Max, to bring up. Dana was bashing him, saying, "I was sleepy fight to me, boring. This guy really want to be here." So, I don't really like when Dana does that. He got the W, but I get it. He wants to see him bring the entertainment and finish some guys.
Yeah. This is the entertainment business, but at the end of the day, like, we're fighters and we're trying to win. The most smartest, and winning is the most important thing to do. So, like, I'm sorry if my fight wasn't as entertaining as you wanted, but I got the W.
Yeah.
I got Volkov in later rounds. He's gonna cook him up, and I think he's gonna finish him and add. It's gonna be 23 TKOs to his record.
I like that number.
Max, you going with the same thing?
Yeah, totally. I got by TKO. He's been landing a lot of those body kicks, a lot of those teep kicks to the body. I think he's gonna hurt him with the teep kick, and then put him away with strikes.
Ooh,
like that.
All right, parlay of the week. We got 3 winners we're going to pick.
Who do we want to all go with?
Volkov for sure.
I like that one.
Warley Alves is not fighting Ramazan Ameev. He's fighting a new guy. that might be a good block. He's fighting a guy on like a week's notice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about Andre Volkov and then throw in this?
Worley's a
Ramazan?
stud. He just fucking thrashed that Indian guy from Fight Island who was super good.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
He whooped him. He threw like 10 body kicks, remember, in a row, and
Oh
crumbled
yeah,
him.
I remember that.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
That was his last fight.
All
He's
right.
not fighting Ramazan.
Let's go with War. Let's
yeah,
go with
he's
War.
fighting a guy that's like 8-2.
Yeah, let's
they
go
make
with
his debut.
Alves, Fili.
That's Alves.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's okay.
Let's go with Alves, Fili, and
Volkov.
yeah.
Okay, I like that. That'll be the parlay.
I like that a lot, actually.
All right, thanks for watching Fight Picks with the Pros, brought to you by FanDuel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. We'll see you next time.
Hello, everyone. Bruce Buffer here. Thank you for watching the MMA Surge YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and get notified when we upload next.